Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's, showtime? Yeah, showtime. It's showtime. Hi, guys. We're going to start with a quick Keyfarm. We're not going to randomize that. It's going to be human. We'll randomize that. 6 is even, which is male. The class mod 9 is a warrior. Sure, I don't think we've done warrior for a while. Random appearance. That is a one goofy, sleepy looking guy. I mean, really, he looks like he's just about to... Oh, well, randomize this one too. 15 will indeed be the shoulder pads of destiny. We'll go with ferocity, just so remember it. Own commoner to make it quick. This one won't matter because the character's never going to see it. Dwayne. Let's see. Not sure about the Guar reference. I was thinking Len's Guar. Len's the grunt. That's me. Doing all the hard work for you guys. Not really. Hard work. We're in. Good, good. I have a lot of objects in my mail.
That looks valuable.
Because of drops.
We're under attack!
Yeah, you're under attack. I got your attack right here, buddy. Ow. So we're just gonna ignore the instructions and just head straight for the boss fight. Now, if we're lucky, says it's like 5 minutes. Okay, probably like 3 or 4. But still,
what is that thing?
It's huge. That soldier is a threat.
And we're going to take it down.
Yeah, Logan's never heard a woman say to him, "By all 6 gods, what is that thing? It's huge." But this is the boss fight, so we have managed to skip the wait. Lone Star Wolf has arrived. Good evening. Welcome to your weekend.
Rally to me if you need to recover.
I would like to disagree with the game's interpretation there. I believe I, in point of fact, actually got my dodge off in time. Victory is ours.
Not dead yet.
Brace yourself. I think it's gonna explode. And the world awaits.
I just keep getting better and better.
Nolan North doing the voice work here. Not as good as his voice work as Deadpool in Marvel Heroes, but That's a pretty high bar. By default, let us instead go with, oh, fine, the Raptor. So just a quick key farm, then maybe either some leveling or some of the boss rush. Don't know. 210. Are you freaking kidding me? That, sir, is some quality stick-to-itiveness. And I do appreciate having you around. I am lucky I have a few of you grognards, which is not a vulgar thing. It's actually a very cool word. Who hang out here. I do appreciate it. It really does matter. I'll dance with the brown cow in the pale moonlight. I have used an emote. Grognard is a term that means sort of like an old timer. Specifically, it was used to refer to Napoleon's soldiers who'd been in the army for years. But also it's come to mean, at least in the board gaming community, someone who has been playing board games for years and always sticks with and enjoys playing board games. It's less about actual age and more about loyalty, I suppose? And that matters. I'm gonna cry! He's not gonna cry. Not on stream anyway. Yeah, that's actually where it comes from. I think anyway is from the word grog. Oh, it's historical French soldier, a veteran tabletop gamer, and a traditionalist from Napoleon's Old Guard. It comes from the French term for grumbler. Basically, the Old Guard were entitled to complain about how things used to be. It is interesting that all of the descriptors I used popped up in the description on the Google.
That's what to remember me by.
So evidently not grog. Fat Buddy, thank you very much for the beverage I enjoyed the other night. If memory serves, your donation was 1,700 bits. The price was $16.99. I owe you this, so don't forget. You have a penny coming to you. Don't spend it all in one place. I like the taste of it neat. Significantly more than the Smirnoff. But I think the Smirnoff, because the flavor is less unique and interesting, is probably closer to what you would want from a root beer float. So, I think the Absolute is a better beverage, either neat or probably in a lot of drinks, but I think that the cheaper Smirnoff is probably going to be what my continued fallback, simply because it tastes more like the root beer floats I had when I was a kid. But I am very thankful for the donation, and it was tasty. It's actually significantly tastier neat. I could see sipping that. I couldn't see myself sipping the Smirnoff. But thank you, Fat Buddy, and I was just talking about how the Old Guard here, how much I appreciate you guys. And it ain't the money. Not that I don't appreciate the money. And I busted out the phrase grognard, or word grognard. I'm not sure, in French it might be grognard. Don't know. French pronunciation is like 50% pronouncing letters that aren't there and 50% not pronouncing letters that are there in the words. Heart complete. Level up. Grab the Vista. Terrible at foreign languages, but you enjoy them. I'm good at pronunciations. You know, once I know the proper pronunciation, I am good at pronunciations. I tend to be good at vocabulary. For instance, the German I took in junior high school and high school. I always did really well with the vocabulary. Did not do well with the grammar. Of course, I didn't do well with English grammar, although my writing was pretty much terrific. Really good writer, because I read so much. But, like, I still couldn't tell you what the fuck a gerund is. I know it's something from grammar, but I couldn't tell you what the hell it was, and I never could. I've been able to use that as an example for, I don't know, 55 years or something like that, about how I just don't get grammar.
Adrenaline rising.
One grandma and your great aunt, her sister, both spoke Latin. You've married uncle who knows Latin too as a doctor. My opinion on what little I know of Latin is best summed up by the graffiti scene in Life of Brian, if you've seen it. You think the English rules are sometimes a little archaic and strange. Holy crap, look into the grammar on Latin. Hey, I'm gonna dodge. Woo! Grab some boots, new attire. And here they are. We will now do our first randomization on the dies. Wow. Okay, that's those amongst all the colors in the game, those are colors. I would be interested in knowing what someone who actually, could speak Latin thought of the Monty Python Life of Brian graffiti bit.
Bringing the pain.
I am bringing the pain. Well, I'm not sure how much in this country. I know that Greek and Latin were both part of a classical education in England. I'm not sure when that stopped being a thing, but I think, for instance, the Monty Python guys, they all went to what the British call public school, which in fact is what we call private school. And they all learned, if not Greek, but Latin. I know that the graffiti scene in Life of Brian is freaking straight out of a Latin class. But at least generally in America, Latin was not a part of the sort of standard educational canvas. I suppose unless maybe you went to Catholic school or went into medicine. Put these down there. Pardon me, my anal retentive nature. Oh, we've got more than enough to turn these in and finish it out. Both of them did. Catholic school and medicine. Yep. That scams. I mean, when I was in junior high school and high school, there was always 3 languages available for kids to take. Spanish, French, and German. German was the least populated. Spanish the most, not surprising. A reasonable number of students in my school already spoke Spanish, so believe me, I can completely understand wanting to take, I'm going to take a class in this language I already speak, thank you. Oh, that's right. Oh, I was going to let that person do damage as well to make sure they got the credit. Do we not get advancement for that? I thought we got advancement for blowing up the siege elements. Did French do wish had more Spanish? Yeah, Spanish is certainly the more practical of the 3. I mean, unless you're in like parts of Pennsylvania,
I just keep getting
in which
better
case
and
German probably is. And maybe in Cajun territory in Louisiana. For French. All the Spanish dirty words, yeah, oh yeah. Working on a farm for 4 years, yeah. Yep. I worked with a lot of born in Mexico guys, summers, working in a sliding glass door and window manufacturing place. And they were astonished that the white guy could roll his R's. That I could roll my R's. Like I said, pronunciation I was always good with. Yeah, well, let's go ahead and, oh. No, that's not it. Well, there we are. You know, being able to trill both R's in Ramirez just blew their minds. But yeah,
Low and below, the windmill pursues. You have met your match, dragon.
I have met my match indeed, and I am an evil magpie. Spin, spin. He spins me right round to baby right round. Like a enormous sprit. Yeah, I did 3-4 summers working in the sliding glass door and window manufacturing place.
You bewitched me, you evil magpie.
I am an evil magpie. He's got me on that. Did grab that, didn't I? Yes, I did. Bye. I am Len's Ratbane. It's not really much to boast about. They're rats. Also, gotta say, gotta give a shout out to these rats for not running away. They're just taking it. Tamini steaks. Wait, the Tamini are the centaurs. And these are Tamini steaks. Are we eating centaur meat? No, it's not that kind. Pointy steaks. Nor are we eating pointy sticks. Level up. Grab that. We're at level 8. Grab that. Head back. Whoops. Over there. Yeah, I went with German specifically because I had a first grade teacher who taught the kids some German.
What happened to those burned down farms?
Now keep in mind, first grade teacher, Mrs. Walters, teaching us little German. That was 20-odd years, 21 years or something after the end of the Second World War. So maybe even a little extra strange.
Mediocre, help!
Got him. Scrits.
Quick, kill it!
it? Did you call me an it? You refugee from a movie where you were called Scrat? Squirrel Rat? I will destroy your cultural heritage. Sure, that'll learn him. I feel a sneeze coming. I can feel it lurking. It has decided to run away for now. It might return at any time. Go, heart complete. We are level 9. I'm just going to probably head out to Beetleton and finish off the journey to level 10 and then the individual story. Grandma always said Germans have no feelings, but have a name for everything you feel. That's an interesting way of putting it. They don't show feelings. That's certainly true. Historically, a very stoic people. But oh my God, Schadenfreude is the best named word in history. Because everyone experiences it. Nobody wants to admit to it. There's a song in the musical Avenue Q, which is a musical about, well, basically Sesame Street, but for adults, including puppets. And there's a song in the musical called Schadenfreude. And the introduction to the song consists of someone saying, well, that's just Schadenfreude. And someone says, well, what's Schadenfreude? And they say, it's a German word for taking pleasure from the sufferings and misfortune of others. First person goes, wow, that really is a German word.
May Dwayne bless you.
I saw the original cast of, Broadway cast of Avenue Q in Las Vegas. At, I think it's the Wynn. I think it was the Wynn Casino. Because they paid good money to put, like, basically first-run quality entertainment from various locations, but especially from Broadway there. A few years later, I saw Spamalot there as well. Granted, the cast was great except the lead. I thought the lead was terrible. But the lead is a TV and movie actor. I assume he's done movies. Where he always plays the same character. A pompous, know-nothing, know-it-all. He was in Seinfeld for years. Peterman, I think was the name of the character. Sort of a blowhard, know-it-all, silver hair. An incredible head of silver hair. I gotta give him that. I can say that as a guy who doesn't have that. Oh, wow. We are 42 experience points short of level. We will fight this, this hero point, and that'll give us a level and give us another hero point.
Step right up, carnival goers. Test your strength against mine and win a prize. You think I'm too old to kick your tail? Don't judge a drink by its snout. Beat me me and take home a
Don't
prize.
judge a drake by its snout. Seems like one of these stranger phrases you're likely to hear. Oh, nice knockback. Impressive.
Adrenaline rise. Yeah.
Adrenaline rising. Hello there. Good evening. Welcome. Hope your weekend has started. Technically, if not literally. Got him.
Rising.
Ding 10. Hero point. All the things at once. Well, technically, the weekend doesn't start then for another
Pain rolls off the tongue and fills the
4 hours. Functionally, welcome to your weekend.
Not too much so, right?
Seems like a nice thing.
Okay, good.
I'm a big believer in functional over technical. It is in my nature to pick nits at every opportunity. It honest to God is. I'm not proud of it. Functionally is way more important than technically. I think it's fear. I think if it's I say welcome to your weekend and you say, well, technically it's 4 hours until it's the weekend, I have lost the exchange. Now, by preempting that, I didn't win the exchange, but I just avoid losing the exchange. Like I said, it's pathological. Fear of being corrected. Is that's got to be an actual phobia. I just don't know the name. But I can give you the most specific time I remember it kicking in. A friend and I were walking up from public transportation to Cal Berkeley, where we were both going to university or college. And I used the word irregardless, and he corrected me. And of course, he is correct. Irregardless is not a word. Either irrespective or regardless are the correct words to use. But he got such, I'm going the wrong way. He got such obvious delight from having corrected me. I don't think I ever got over that.
Keep walking. If you ain't a friend of Big Nose Ted, you ain't welcome here.
Atelophobia, fear of imperfection. Yeah, that's about right. It's crazy. But yeah, there's an awful lot of that in me. For sure. And no, that's not, it ain't mentally healthy. All right, we equip that. We equip that in the offhand. We now have sword, and two-hand sword. So we can now,
Sweetness, just one dance.
if we had 4 hands, we could use all of the swords at the same time.
And a clue, and maybe not even then.
I'm so glad to see you.
It depends. It depends on whether it's done maliciously or not.
I'm fine.
You can correct someone with the intent that is actually helping.
Father, but you both worry too
But
much.
yeah, in this particular case, he did take delight in it. He was right. I can't fault him for that.
Hey, girl,
Yeah.
stop gabbing and bring me a drink.
I think you've had enough, buddy. You're cut off. Now get out of my tavern.
Don't make me cripple you, old man.
Big Nose
Give
Ted,
me more ale.
fine
This
upstanding
time,
citizen.
It's on the house.
Leave my father alone, you ugly goon, or I'll call the Seraph.
Ugly. I'll show you ugly. Huh?
You already have. You're not wearing your mask.
Looking for a fight? 'Cause now you got one. Don't blame me.
No, and another thing is, as someone I am who loves to poke fun at people, If I can't take it, I sure as hell shouldn't be able to dish it out. So, when I get corrected, someone corrects something I say here in chat, you know,
I'm an achiever.
I can't complain about that. Because that's something I do all the freaking time.
Leave it.
We got a box. The adventure guide. Thing 11. I mean, for instance, unsurprisingly, I watch a good number of streams. And I like poking fun at people. And so when they fire back, I sure as hell better be able to take it if I can dish it out.
All right, I surrender.
Pound you into the ground
Like a big nail. That's like the lamest insult ever.
Wrong choice.
That's enough. I yield.
You know what would help would be spending some of my hero points. Just saying. Signets are safe. You can't go wrong with a signet. Oh, quit your sniveling! Oh my god, that's so pathetic. Power, attacks are unblockable and gain might, or improves precision. We'll go with that one. It's just a key farm. I frequently will do key farms. If you're not familiar,
You're kidding, right?
in Guild Wars 2, once per week, you can create a new character, level them up to level 10,
Taking adrenaline.
and do the first chapter of the personal story, and you get a key for opening one of the lockboxes.
Okay.
And you can do that once. Yeah, human area is still the fastest. Human commoner, which is what I'm doing, I can do it relatively quick, and then either go with some leveling or maybe the boss rush. Yes, this character is temporary. He won't last out the night. Bad news for him.
Let's play who can hit the hardest. I'll go first.
Wow, that was the biggest miss of all. Okay, that was not a miss, but the previous one was definitely a miss. Oh, that was definitely a miss on my part. Okay, that one was a clean miss. We actually look a bit like the circus going on here. We keep missing each other.
I give up.
Poor big-nosed Ted.
You can never have too much.
One key, please, indeed. But I do have a question that sort of the current big prize, other than obviously the super rares, is the bubble wand, dagger, and sword. Why is there no bubble wand? Good evening, Dark Machinist. And as always, welcome.
Bandits, thieves, and brawlers.
Wasn't that a song by Cher, Bandits, Thieves, and Brawlers? No, that wasn't it.
Dad, I'll find a way to help you no matter what.
That's an old guy reference. That's a real old guy.
We'll have to start arresting
Gypsies,
predator classes.
Tramps, and Thieves was the Cher reference. That's a song she had. Really, I'm not making that up. As best you can tell. All right, a hammer. Well, if I had a hammer, I do. A new helm. That's a new item of attire. And a longbow. I would like to confirm that, in fact, the bow's pretty long. If you know what I mean. It's a dick joke. Of course it's a dick joke. And out we go. Ah, yeah, when you only have a short bow. Yeah. They tell you, long bow, short bow, doesn't matter. What matters is the archer. Yeah. Pull the other finger. Exactly. How about some new dice? Because we just got 2 new items of attire, so if I don't like the first set, I can reroll and randomize again, and I'm actually pretty okay with the apricot, which looks like a reasonable version of copper. And then resolution, well, that's a reasonable version of blue. And rich grape. Let me sell all my crap.
Can I help you?
Yes, you can buy all my crap. Almost all of my crap. There you go. And that can get thrown away. And, oh yes. Give me the armor buff. Let's see. Oh yes, Lieutenant Francis. The most incompetent of an incompetent organization. Lieutenant Francis, in charge of guarding the medicine, and what has happened? Bandits have stolen the medicine, and he wants me to get it back. While he and his 2 seraph friends sit around the fire making s'mores.
These are dangerous times.
I am offensive to Lieutenant Francis, that's true. But he's incompetent. First of all, he gets the medicine stolen, then he doesn't go and get it, then he gets a third party to do his work for him, and then later on, he lies to his boss. But his boss, Logan Thackeray, is so incompetent, he starts blaming himself.
Stop worrying about me.
I did hurt his feelings.
You're the one who just got out.
At least I was trying to.
Feels good seeing Miss Tupper again.
She's been tucked away from the law for too long.
Two bandits at once, synchronized dropping. Let's see, let's go ahead and give myself a ranged weapon.
Look, moas. They're big. Remember when we used to ride Rancher Matthew's herd? I bet these
There they go! Look at those feathers fly!
There they go. Look at those feathers fly.
Blasted moas around. Get those stupid birds under control.
Let the moas clear the way.
Is it just me? Or does everyone taste better out of solo mugs?
I think it's because it's got that nice.
I believe I get called
Do-gooder from the bar.
a clown.
Recruits, kill this clown.
See? Clown. That's just,
messed up the bar.
there's just no cause for calling someone a clown like that.
What's all that racket down there? Pipe down. Rookies, bleeding useless.
Hey, I need backup over here.
Adrenaline rising.
My adrenaline is rising. Bandit bodyguards.
You're kidding, right?
Yep, I am kidding. Pretty much all of the time. We get the other one coming from back here now? Not yet. Maybe it's not until we engage.
Dead. I'm Big Nose 10's right-hand man.
Twitchy Jake.
Keep your hands off me.
I'm hitting you with my sword, not my hands.
Surrender.
Oh, almost. I let go of the button. I was going, oh, I think I went over the edge, but not quite. Twitchy Jake cowering like the coward he is.
When you get to the mist, tell him Twitchy Jake sent you. Don't you know who I am? I'm famous. Everything bad.
Got him. Wonder if he streams? Good question.
I've got to get these supplies back to the Seraph. I'll bring your father what he needs right after I talk to Lieutenant Francis.
Francis. See, I hear the name Francis, and I think of two things. Either Francis from the first Deadpool movie, or Francis the Talking Mule. That's actually, there were movies about Francis the Talking Mule.
We should be with Logan.
Twitchy Juke. Oh, Juke. That, I mean, I have made Thogan Lackery for Keyfarm characters. I should have kept it. But Twitchy Juke is, you do make your best copy of him that you can. I think that's just serious win. I hate to tell you how much I admire that. Let's pretend I said nothing. I'll note that we are approaching the best bit of dialogue in the entire game. For those of you who've not seen me do the human commoner background storyline, it comes from an unexpected individual. His name, Uptown Johnny.
You're back. They're upstairs. Take a left. First door on the right. Quick.
You have an open character slot. There you go. Obviously,
Easy, Andrew.
you have to do the human commoner so that you can fight your evil twin.
Undercover work is tricky. To pull this off, you'll have to eat, breathe, think, and stink like a bat.
Oh, Logan, you wit. Well, almost. Wit with an additional T at the front. Papa's got a brand new pair of boots. And longbow. But more importantly, we have 2 new items of attire. We'll see if we can actually get anything decent die-wise from our random die application. And here we go. Okay. And no. Oh, actually, we've got a leftover one, too. So we have 2 more if we want them. Okay, that is genuinely appalling. I'm going to keep it. That is Spring Breeze Arcane. Arcane is a really good purple. Not in this case. In this case, it is appalling. And Pastel Rose. So, Toxic Waste, Neon Purple, and Flesh Tone. My flesh tone, anyway. And a new helmet. Well, that gives us... that. Sadly, that requires new dies. Those are the rules I set. And if I don't live up to my own rules, what kind of streamer am I? Actually, what kind of streamer am I anyway? Oh, I didn't want to randomize that because that actually costs transmutation charges, but that's tempting. the die. Yeah, oh yes, I'm definitely Bob Ross. You can tell by the hair. By the way, you may not be aware, but Bob Ross was a drill instructor. I believe it was the Army, but it might have been the Marines. That is almost too good. What did the auto mod do? I didn't get notified in either of my two chats. Let's, no. That is true, yes. Held a reason for race, ethnicity. Oh, I know why. I know why. You probably don't. That 1488. That number right there, just so everyone knows that I'm not making this up and he didn't do anything wrong. That number right there is extremely important amongst the white supremacists in America. 14 is like the 14 words, and 88 stands for the 8th letter of the alphabet, HH, Heil Hitler. So 1488 is in fact a white supremacy code number. They are also numbers. They are. I'm going to randomize the dies. Let's see. I'm going to change one piece of equipment because that number, yeah, exactly. And it doesn't surprise me that Twitch went about that at all. I have the two-hander up, as is tradition around here. This means we use the Vermilion Blaze Greatsword, or as I call it, the flaming motherfucker of a sword, because the first time I saw it, my reaction was, well, that's one flaming motherfucker of a sword. And then I got it out of Black Lion chest, I think. Yeah, imagine getting randomly banned. That was really actually quite impressive, I have to say. All the way around. So I imagine the number of people who would understand what the hell was going on is very small. Yeah, yes, I can understand Twitch's question there. I'm not going to fault them for that, and certainly not you. An excess of caution, perhaps?
How do you do?
I can't remember the 14 words that is part of that. Something about saving the white race, because Lord knows we need help. Where are we off to? Oh yes, the disguise. That's just so strange. Weird things happen on the internet, guys.
What was that?
Yeah, I know. Every time from now on, I better fucking Google it. When I was a kid, this meant okay. Now it means white power.
You're trespassing, jerk. Now I have to hurt you.
I am indeed a trespassing jerk.
Help me! Take that!
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, it does. Occasionally what you'll see, what it is sort of a semi-hidden code where white supremacists will just casually have their hand or hands showing that symbol in pictures as a nod and a wink to the people who were in the know. And this is why we can't have nice things anymore. All right, here is the best line of dialogue in the game. I give you Uptown Johnny.
I'm Uptown Johnny, baby. Man plus.
And her reaction, walk away and shrug. Uptown Johnny getting shot down by all the ladies. Poor Uptown Johnny. Typed a joke in one time and it banned you. Joke was what did the grape say when the elephant sat on it? Nothing, it just had a little wine. Yeah. It sorted grape to be bad. Yeah, oh yeah. I wanted to name a character of mine in Lord of the Rings Online. I wanted to dress him in purple. Oh, wow. I had it bleed on me. Wanted to dress him in purple and name him Grape Flavor as his last name. Couldn't get it. The reason is, same reason, grape. Has the word rape in it.
Where did I put those fuses?
No, the exact same thing happened with Lord of the Rings Online. So I had to go with GRAYPEFLAVOUR to give it a sort of a faux Old English spelling. A lot of times they're just doing a simple search for strings. Yep, they're just searching for strings. And if they have a string match, it's much easier to just do a plain search for the string rather than to try and contextualize it. And that's why. I understand why. It sucks, but I do understand the reasoning behind it.
Drinks are getting a little cozy. You sure about this?
I was, but maybe now I'm changing my mind.
Tried to do a guild for Fruity Loops for the guild name and the character names. You play Dark Souls with your friend Knight. It censors the game. Yeah. Yep. Again, because they don't want to try and do the work to contextualize stuff. That's what's going to happen. I showed him his penny. I did not, in fact, throw it at him. Make a character named Jewel in Guild Wars 1 that didn't let you. That doesn't surprise me either. Again, no contextualizing. I can't remember which game it was. Someone was trying to name their character, and the word that was getting banned was one of the words in the game. So in your case, it would have been like, let's say, Magic Jewel MMORPG, and they wouldn't let you have the word jewel. They say AI will take over the world with not understanding the meaning of words and the completion of words. Yeah, that's... At this point, now, there are multiple different kinds of AI at work. The most common people think about are the LLMs, the language models, large language models. And literally, in general, all they're doing is an intelligent version of Mad Libs. What word starts the sentence? Well, we've got these 5 words. 80% of the sentences should start with this, 15, 3, 2, 1, and then they roll percentile dice, and they put the first word in. And now, given that we've got the first word, Well, these are the likely second words. And that's literally how LLMs work. Yeah, they're next word predictors. Well, they're next word randomizers. They choose the most likely next word. Now, they work great for an enormous number of things, but they are not reliable. So, if you want to search something on, I use Gemini all the time, and it does a much better job than Google, just a flat Google does. Gemini returns much better results, but I always check them if they're anything that I care about having an accurate opinion about. Now, I've got friends who use them all the time. I have high-end coders working at major corporations here in Silicon Valley. I actually asked the question of them, how much productivity increases are they seeing? And one guy who works at a prominent networking company said that in his experience, the general opinion is 30 to 50% productivity. Another guy who works in tech at a major university replied, in his specific case, 100%. He feels that every time he uses it, it takes half the time to produce a piece of output that is the same as he would have produced. So those numbers show that it is an incredibly valuable tool when used correctly. It's not everything is a nail, even if you've got the world's best fucking hammer. EQ2 tried multiple times to change your brother's Ranger named Yahoo, saying it was copyrighted, but it's not. They said bleep the drink, but he said it was for Yahoo excitement word. Yep. That's where they got the drink name. Yahoo has been an expression for long before the beverage existed. That's why they named the beverage. However, most of the time, they're not going to actually get into any sort of debate. They're just going to make you change your name. I'm going to help the orphanage.
Ted thinks we can be in two places at once.
I would commend their service for actually letting a debate occur. Most of the time, they're not going to do that. They're just going to drop the hammer and not care. Those are what I are wearing. Okay, we got 2 new items of attire, guys. Presumably, Yahoo, the beverage, well, that certainly predates Yahoo, the internet company. But the phrase Yahoo as a word of celebration goes way back before that. That's where they got the name of the drink. We've got like 3 or 4 dye colors that we can upgrade. So, no. I actually kind of like that one. We'll go with that one. And hello to you. So that is Eternal Ice, Murky Gray, and Spring. Exit to Divinity's Reach. Around. Dr. Pepper Gaming 76 has followed. I have a spiel for that. A couple of spiels now. I used to only have this one, but I do have a couple more. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently, way too frequently, complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Good evening. I hope your weekend is going awesome so far, and that you don't actually have to work on the weekend, because that kind of sucks. I recognized the name. Where are we off to? I'm going the wrong way. Lens, you're going the wrong way. I have been reasonably well, all things considered. I was going to say, I can't complain. But that's only because there's a song, all things considered, I really can't complain.
Stop them before the fire spreads.
A song by Stan Ridgway.
Scurry, scurry, little
Finish the job. Torch the place.
I'm gonna knock you out and look good doing it.
It's Uptown Johnny, baby. Man Plus. Previously known as the artist, previously known as Uptown Johnny Man Plus. No, it doesn't care. If I have a choice of going left or right, and one of them is the correct way and the other is the incorrect way, I will choose straight ahead and be guaranteed to be wrong. Not even 50% of the time. I won't choose the wrong or right answer. I'll choose the third answer that doesn't even apply.
Math time, kids.
How many bombs does it take to set a seraph on fire?
I don't know. How many bombs does it take to set a seraph on fire? Blaze? So, Blaze, you've got a terrible burn on your face. Do they call you Blaze because of the burn on your face? If so, why did they have the I in there? Or were you named Blaze and it's all just a case of nominative determinism? I have questions. I have defeated 25 enemies.
Get back, you animal. These children have suffered enough.
Hey, it's Big Nose Ted, everyone.
Want a piece of me?
Not really, Ted.
Record me into a file protector.
Hey, Ted, how about I spin to win? How valuable keys are, they rarely give you good stuff. The only way to guarantee good stuff, realistically, is if you regularly do a key farm, you will, over time, collect a lot of the Black Lion statuettes and most of the good stuff from the Black Lion chests, you know, cool cosmetics and stuff, not like the super rares, are purchasable with the Black Lion statuettes. The kids love me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The orphans love me.
Thanks.
What can I say? It's a natural gift I have. Now, if my tiny little brain will allow me, I will show you the sorts of things you can get with Black Lion statuettes. Basically, most of the really cool stuff that's been in the boxes over the last several years. Hey, Francis, did you get everyone out?
Lieutenant Francis, what's the situation? We got all the people out, sir, but so far we haven't found any.
We got all the people out, sir. He lied because
Francis, tell me you got everyone out.
he just told you that.
No, sir.
And he changed his mind.
We got some of the people clear, but there were still people.
There was a period of time where I was enjoying the game so much for a number of years that every time there was a new Black Lion chest, I would drop $20 and get 25 keys.
Nice gear.
And so I still have a bunch of the Black Lion statuettes around, and I will... He's not a liar, he's just a boob. An incompetent, worthless boob. I try not to judge. Except in his case, he's a worthless, incompetent boob. I kind of did judge, didn't I? Well, yeah, but he is. Boobs aren't worthless. That is a completely valid take. Well, I am actually going to have to... as is my case, as I did earlier, I'm going to have to pick nits with something someone said. You say boobs aren't worthless. As a owner, not so proud owner of a pair of moobs, I can assure you mine are completely worthless.
I never should have sent Francis alone. He's a good man. He's not...
You're too hard on yourself, Logan.
Please, Anise, never use the words hard on and Logan in a sentence again. Please, just don't do it.
Why do you?
It just doesn't hit the same. Side boob? Love it. Side boob? Soft pass. Because that's definitely not a hard pass.
Wait, what? What's up with my face? And why do I have to be the burned one?
It's not permanent.
Yes, this is high quality streaming. This is the kind of stuff that the big guys in streaming, man, they can only aspire to this sort of quality. Hey, Lens, what'd you talk about in stream? My moves. Sorry I missed it. Definitely catch it next time.
I hear something. It's coming from below, and that floor grate is moving.
Rally to me! Shield formation! I can't be seen
What are we waiting for? Rush them!
Wait, don't rush in.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Let's set fire to a whole bunch. I'm gaining adrenaline. Apparently this turns me on. Setting people on fire, just, what can I say? Gets the old juices heated up. I'm not helping, I'm making things worse. Actually, actively making things worse, aren't I?
There's one to remember me for.
Don't dance! Kill! God, I have to do everything myself.
Extremely. Are you guys going to actually do anything? Two of them are beating up some nameless grunt. The urge to kill is rising. Mr. Mojo rising. A little smoked serentine, perhaps? Why does he say, I'll see you again to the people we just killed?
That felt good.
Logan. And we have our key. We have our key and nothing can stop me. If you're going to believe me, which I would not recommend. I don't think I have a Black Lion chest in the bank, so we'll go across from the bank and we'll buy one. In the last year, I have seen the prices vary between like 23 copper and 80 something copper for a Black Lion chest.
Good to meet you.
Someone could make a lot of money speculating on those. Currently it's 74. $50 luck, guys. 50 whole luck.
How do you do?
I'm definitely going to Vegas. We'll sell what we can to the merchant, who buys evidently the most worthless pieces of crap imaginable. Let's get rid of those swords too. And then we will sell. I swear I sold 250 of most of these like a month ago or 6 weeks ago. Got a boatload of silk just sitting there too. But that's really not worth much. On the other hand, it is selling for the appropriate price. You can tell because there's 1 copper between. 1 copper difference between the offer.
Our deeds are reflected in the dream.
Okay, we got rid of all of that. Now, as is tradition, if I go to a vendor or Black Lion trader, I always forget to pick up my stuff. And I do mean freaking always. No, thank you, no.
Our deeds are reflected in the dream.
Okay, so we will be getting 2 Black Lion statuettes. There are people who save their Black Lion keys specifically for the periods when the Black Lion chest has 2 Black Lion statuettes, because the only thing they really want out of it is the Black Lion statuettes. This is the Bubble Wand Sword and Bubble Wand Dagger package. I still have the question, why is there no Bubble Wand Wand? And the Boosted Jetpack Glider combo. In the commons, good ones are the unlocks because they're fun. I might get something terrible out of them, but they're going to be fun. I think I have all of the dies that are currently available. Might be an Aurene one I don't have, but I think I have them all. The uncommons are the Edgelord Vinebloom. I'm sorry, Vinelord Edgebloom, which are visually very well designed and implemented. They're just not my vibe. I don't dislike, say, Panic at the Disco or My Chemical Romance, but it's just not my vibe. The Void Corrupted stuff I liked. I had planned to actually buy all of these because I have a lot of Black Lion claim tickets, but forgot.
Can I help you?
They are sort of this chaotic oil on water type visual and are pretty cool. And then, of course, the super rares. I will click open. We'll get a common here, and a 10% chance to get an uncommon or better. It's been a while, ArenaNet, if you could, please. I don't want to say I'm due because it's random. I'm due. The best we can hope for realistically in the uncommons would be an unlock and like a crafting bag, something like that. And here we go. Nope, no goodies.
Too much treasure.
So we got the upgrade extractor, of which I have a great many. A couple of tier 6 bags. Those are okay. Those are fine. I'm going to put away the upgrade extractor.
I'm rich, you know.
And the 2 Black Lion chests. Or Black Lion statuette. So the first tab is just Black Lion stuff. None of it particularly noteworthy unless you really want a Black Lion claim ticket. The exclusives. These are the new ones. You start at 60 of the statues. Over time, they will get priced down to the second tab and then the third tab. I don't think there's anything I want here right now. The accelerated edge stuff, I will get that eventually. I'm just in no hurry to get that right now. Those are nice. The Vermilion staff they added, which is pretty cool again, but nothing that I want for a character right now. I occasionally have bought some things at the price of 60. The Roundtail Dragon skin, which is a Jade Bot skin. I had to get because it just absolutely busts me up every time. And then you get down here into the stuff where it's mostly 25s, a couple of 30s, but for the most part it's 20 to 30. And as an example of the kind of stuff you can get in here that's really good, I don't know. Is it? It may have aged out. Classic cosmetics. This is unlocks. Resources, nodes. It looks like they've actually aged some stuff out. Because my standard example I used to use when showing about how good some of this stuff can be for 25 was the Phoenix Feather cosmetic, which is a focus, I think. And that was what I would always use, but it doesn't look like it's in here anymore. Yeah, I do have it, but historically, at least, even the ones you already had showed up. But maybe not. You might be right.
Greetings.
That maybe they just have so many now that if you have them, they don't show up. Let me show you that one in particular. Weapon skins. That's not it. Feather. How about we look up Feather?
My time is precious.
There it is. It's a torch. My bad. That was your recent experiments. Items that you bought no longer showed. Yeah, they may have changed that then. Because, I mean, like I said, there was a period there for, I don't know, 3 to 5 years where anytime there was a new Black Lion box, I was buying 25 of them. So I have got a lot of stuff. But this is specifically one, I consider this to be a legendary quality skin. And I think it's 20 or 25 of the Black Lion jet. It's a torch, and when you pull it out, it doesn't show up here, but a flaming phoenix flies around you. And I can't show you on this character, because he's a warrior. Warriors don't get foci, I don't think. Let me put this away.
I'm rich.
It's a torch, yeah. Oh, they can? Guess they can. Yes, it's a torch. I was thinking it was a focus. That's why I was thinking that they couldn't use it. Anytime now, Lens. Come on, let's go. People are waiting. Let's go. Lens is my first character.
Many stars, my dear.
Let's see. He is currently using...
Seek, and you shall find.
Wrong. Yeah, he's got the focus. So if we grab...
I know your face from my dream.
Must be on the alternate spec. Well, where the hell is my torch? I have a torch. Or I had a torch. I have no torches. Seriously? Yeah, I do like this, the cloak.
My word.
Honestly, I don't have a torch. I have no idea what I did with the torch for this character now. Because I know he had one. I take it back. No torch? My brain is completely scrambled tonight, evidently. Okay. Guardians can use a torch. I actually can't do it, evidently. Poor Lens can't do it. Spongo? Spongo Smallberries. He even has the right thing equipped. How nice for me. Now I can show you the freaking cool visual. I consider that to be a legendary quality skin. There aren't a lot of skins outside of legendaries that have that kind of animation built in. That one is like 20 or 25 of the Black Lion statuettes. And that's what I mean about, that's why people will save their keys until they can get a guarantee of at least 2 Black Lion statuettes, because they end up using those to buy the cool skins at the price of 20 to 30. I think it is an absolutely spectacular skin. It's like, I have no idea how they didn't like make that into a legendary skin. All right, where'd the bow go? Where did I put my longbow? There it is. There it goes. There he is. Use the spells. Oh, I don't think it has any special animations for the torch skills, as far as I know. I'm going to take a short break, refill my coffee cup, and check and see what bosses are up next. Maybe do some boss rush. If not, I'll swap onto another character and do some more leveling. I'll be right back.
Seek, and you shall find.
This is a good time.
Seize the moment. More violence, I say. Less violence.
I am back. I have removed the AFK for a change. Let me really quickly check and see. Boss rush. Fire elemental might be up. Let's go. Let's just take a look.
May the stars guide you.
Gosh, it would be nice if the stars would guide me. See if we can't get some goodies from the boss rush. Can't remember. Do you get dismounted? I don't recall for sure.
This unit operating at peak efficiency.
Yeah, a couple minutes and it will be game time. Well, I guess 10 minutes.
That's what to remember me by. This is my rap.
10 minutes, huh? No shortage of people.
Now we need to clean up the main.
Well, okay, I will take a peppercorn crusted sous vide steak. I did get this, the bonus box of goods, from the NPC for the boss rush, for talking with them. And so we'll get some common stuff. In the uncommon stuff, not very interesting. The rares, an infusion would be nice. Sure, I'd like that. And then the super rares, which of course I'll never get. Things like a Chak infusion. And how much are the Chak infusions going for these days? Chak infusion. Oh, a mere 6K.
Accelerate.
Prices are way down. Used to be your best bet was to buy or sell it through third-party websites.
Accelerating.
Basically, there is, I can't remember the name of it, there's an organization where trusted traders will move items for more than the gold cap. Or not the gold cap, but the gold transaction cap in the, from the Black Lion company. But the prices are now no longer over 10K, so that's no longer the case. I was going to open this, and we were going to excitedly see what I get. Karma? It comes and goes. It's an old guy joke. 13 iron ore, which I'm sitting at my personal cap of, 1,250. And 42 silk scraps. I'm rich. I'm going to put all of my gold pieces on the floor. I'm going to roll around in them like Scrooge McDuck.
Your daring heart.
I chose you.
Got a couple minutes because I'm me. I mean that in the most demeaning way possible. I'm going to come over here and sell to get the crap out of my bags because I'm crazy. Because it drives me crazy. Because I'm I'm nuts. Come on, where is it? Where is he? Come on. Over there, right? Yeah. It's been a while since I did a map comp in this map. Thank you guys. We've had 100 messages today on Restream. I definitely enjoy... It's Twitchy Juke!
Always be loyal to your crew.
Very, very nice. You have done well, Grasshopper. Yeah, the stone sky scale. I can't remember the actual name for it, but I liked it. For a lot of them, a lot of the mount skins, I'm kind of lukewarm on. But I have found, for most of them at least, I can find a color scheme that I do like on them. And so I liked this color scheme for the... whatever the thing is called. Let's see, he's not up yet. Nope. Mounts. Stay there. Travel. It is the Lithosol. And for him, that is Enameled and Blaze, one of my favorites. Grave, Shadow Red, and Scorched. Enameled and Blaze is one of my standard. I always want to check and see if that works on basically anything that I get for any of my characters, along with Darkness. Those are probably my two favorite dyes.
Let's light them up.
Also, my opinion on those kinds of things can change over time. For instance, initially, when I got the glider skin for the inflatable pig, I said to myself, well, I'm never going to use that. This character's been using it for years. I use it on other characters too. It's goofy. And the goofy fun stuff I'm more likely to like than the non-goofy fun stuff.
Scorch them.
So, this is the advantage of having a bow. Just stand off at distance. Comfortably murder the world boss. Alright, we get everything. I think so, yep. And now we'll see if anyone's got the required bit to open the upstairs. The answer is yes. They do. And I'm just going to turn away now. I'll let everyone else wail on it to make sure that everyone who can gets a chance to hit it.
Accelerate!
We got 2 more bonus boxes of goods. I didn't get a check infusion. I would like to register a complaint with the International Loot Committee.
Now this is a find.
As far as I know, there is no International Loot Committee. Should be. I know, we can put the same guy who's in charge of FIFA in charge of it. Infantino. I'm sure he'd do a bang-up job. We get stuff, we got weekly for 1 legendary rank enemy and defeating the fire elemental. That's a nice double bonus. Huh. Got more progress than I expected on my weeklies. I may have to actually do those. Wasn't planning on it. Next up is the Shatterer. Shatter. Shaubi. Blaze Ridge, I think, right? Yeah. Not quite the right place, but close. So, we got the drops. I already have the butler outfit. I got that as a prize from a streamer. I think it was Taja. I think she was giving away the maid outfit, and I said, can I get the butler instead? I think it was Taja. It's a nice looking outfit. But I've already got it, you know? If the butler drop hasn't happened, there is... I don't have the URL. You can go to the website and basically you can press a button and it will basically, in essence, check to see if you've claimed everything that you're entitled to, and if not, it will resend it. Let me see if I can find it. It might be Twitch. Undelivered Twitch drops. There's the Guild Wars 2 website article about it.
Health increasing!
I did not have the bouquet of roses. I now do. That's nice. The last is the Lion's Arch Survivors die kit. I know I have all of these dies, but there are some really good dies in here. Enameled Legacy is pretty good. Enameled and Blaze, like I just said, is one of my all-time favorites. The Enameled Crimson is good. The Jungle's very good. And the Enameled Rain is good as well. So there are a lot of good dies if you can get lucky and, you know, get one of the exclusives. I did. I got Enameled Rain. Currently selling for over a gold. 80 silver. Now normally I would turn that around. But with dies, I like to send them to the keeper of the guild bank. So that the guildies can get dibs on it. But we already have the butler outfit. And it's account bound. Do you know what butlers do for a living? They buttle. And that's actually what it's called. Now that really does sound like that's one of those things I'm making up. And yes, I would make things up like that. But what makes it even better is it's not. That's actually what it's called. They're called a butler because they buttle. And right now, there's a couple of you who are going, okay, he's bullshitting me. But if I look it up, he wins, right or wrong. And I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. And that's entirely understandable. I am surprised I had that as my chosen novelty. Not fashion, not wardrobe, novelties. Yeah, we don't want the endless shiny chest tonic. I think we want, yeah, give me the Coden, baby. I'm a short little Asura. No, I'm not. The Coden tonic, by the way, is a combat tonic. You can't mount, but you can fight while you are transformed.
Cooling down. Solid on.
And you can glide, but you can't mount. Also, sadly, you can't dye what you're wearing. Although, frankly, just looking like a Coden is pretty badass. Guild Wars 3, it certainly seems like Codan are going to be a playable race, so that's cool. Yes, there are going to be a shitload of Codan. I'm hoping for dwarves. I really would like to see dwarves in the game.
Some must fight, so that all may be free.
I also know that there are people who are hoping for Sylvari, even though there is literally no canon storyline reason for them to even exist. I am not on that team. Well, yeah, I'm willing to let them stay, even though they are, of course, the spawn of an elder dragon. I mean, you know, who amongst us doesn't have a relative that they're not keen on? You know, that they don't want to acknowledge. And let's face it, a lot of them chose to hear the dragon's call in Heart of Thorns and bugger off and join Big Daddy Morty. But other than that, they're great. Whatever, the Shatter is summoning pulsing crystal nodes. Another pulsing node over there, I think. Oh, not anymore. They're done pulsing. Oh, that's right. I'm unable to mount because I'm shape changed. I would like to see them offer maybe a couple of unexpected choices for races. I mean, theoretically, I think Char is a possibility because my understanding is the human and Char conflicts hadn't really begun. We got him. Put that away.
This is most remarkable.
Nope, that one too. Consume, consume, consume. I have gotten no special awesomenesses at any of my boxes yet. Yes, I know, I'm unable to mount. Fine, I'll get short again. You happy? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Twitchy Juke. Thief, good choice. Bandit, technically. So, yeah, that's just a thief with delusions of adequacy. Practical attire, I like it. Didn't go with anything too flashy. Just like me. Totally practical. Not looking fancy at all. Next up, the Great Jungle Worm. Way over here. Here. I believe right there. Tried your best to copy your evil twin, Jake. Good call. I mean, I think that's exactly the right way to go. My Thogan Lackery was a pretty good impersonation. At least, not, he didn't have the Seraph armor, but other than that, a pretty fair impersonation. One more bounty mission, so I think, but I'm not positive that this thing counts. Maybe not. Bounty missions in Crystal Oasis or group events in any location. So this one probably will get me that. Another 50 delicious Wizard Vault points. No idea what I haven't got that I want. I wasn't nuts about any of these except maybe the Bifrost. I understand while we pronounce it Bifrost, I think the actual Scandinavians pronounce it Bifrost. Maybe the Ascended Weapon. We can always go with gold, Mystic Clovers, and Mystic Coins. Oh, pardon me, I had to kill a champion Avatar of Blight. It's nothing personal about him, just it's the rules. Procession of Blades. Every Dragon Hunter's favorite. Sorry, Hellmasker. I believe all of next month they're making Hellmasker play nothing but Dragon Hunter. He doesn't like Dragon Hunter. He is pathologically a Guardian player, which I have no qualms about being as well. But he doesn't like Dragon Hunter. And I'm not sure exactly what circumstances it was that got him to... Presumably, if you hit this target of something, I will play Dragon Hunter for a month. And he lost.
My last breath will carry Ventari's teachings. This abomination holds no sway over me.
You're all weaklings.
Aha, I dodged.
I've been 6 feet tall.
I am not 6 feet tall. I was going to say I'm 5'9". I was 5'9". I'm probably 5'8", because as you get older, you shrink. There are a great many things I'm not happy about. Getting older. Shrinking a little is not one of the ones that bothers me much.
I'm nigh invincible. Fight! Infuriate!
Here he goes again. Okay. It's exhilarating, I think.
Feel its strength.
You've already lost.
Twitchy juke. God damn it, I wish I'd thought of that.
It must be weakening. Don't let up.
Everybody's coming over here for the bad thing.
I wield great wisdom.
I wield great wisdom, guys. Seriously. No, really.
Smash them. I chose you.
Stirred within her heart. It's over.
Vengeance stirred within her heart? Excuse me? Okay, ow. Ow. Get out of the poop lens. Park not thyself in they poop, lest thou be enpoopificated. A lot of worms all of a sudden. How about we just drop another big trap to remove like 25% of his CC bar. A lot of worms.
It's eating up the husks. Kill them.
We killed husks. All kinds of husks.
Now burn.
You've already lost. Clear the air. I'm nigh invincible.
I dodged too soon? Nope, I was fine. It's fine. Jungle worm, jungle worm, jungle worm. 2-1-0. Touchdown. The crowd goes wild. Ish.
It's over the great worm dead. I'm at your service.
Oh, I didn't get to res anybody. My paladin fantasies are shattered.
Valuable.
Also, my inventory is incredibly full of crap. I can't imagine whose fault that might be. Surely, not me.
Affirmative.
Couldn't possibly be me. Who is to blame for my troubles?
Manufactured to the highest standards.
Might be you guys. Not clear. Answer unclear. I'll ask again later. That.
Rare and valuable.
Rare and valuable. Nuh-uh. Throw those away. I thought I just did. Next up. Modnir Olgoth. Mantid. I hope your weekend will be awesome, Mantid. And things are, better? Modnir Olgoth. All the way up in the Rathi hinterlands. Oh, Juke is trailblazing for me. He was there before me. Wait, she's a dude? So wait, is that dude looks like a lady or what? Ah, the boss portal. That sounds like work. I'm not a believer in work, generally speaking. Quite the reverse.
Wind blast.
I promise a painful end. Right. So, does that mean that guy's been eating lettuce? If he has a painful end? A little bit of topical humor. Probably shouldn't have had that salad for dinner. That's all I'm saying. The imbibements this evening are simply coffee. But not simply coffee, because it's one of those candy-ass flavored coffee deals. So I can't even really say it's coffee, you know. Double Dutch chocolate coffee. 2 nights ago, I was enjoying Fat Body's gift to me of a bottle of Absolute Vanilla Vodka. Funnily enough, there is in fact a made-up language that I learned from my mom when I was a kid called Double Dutch. You may have heard of Pig Latin. Igpe Attenlay, as it is called. Well, there's a similar sort of constructed language called Double Dutch. So it isn't just the chocolate, it's actually also a fake language. And the word Double Dutch, or words, would be said as Die Bababel Die Butch. Jukebox would be Jaibook by Box. Double Dutch is also a jump rope thing, yeah. I'm Libenz for lens. So many double Dutches, but in this case, it's the coffee. I mean, at least it's not like one of the instant coffees. I have to actually brew it, but it is a flavored coffee. Fart twice into a blanket someone is trapped in. That's a Dutch oven. I have heard that called a Dutch oven, which also is an actual thing. A Dutch oven is a cooking vessel. All kinds of trivia we have around here. Because it's a pretty trivial stream, let's face it. And I have double-digit viewers. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Doesn't happen that often. Every once in a while. I'm a real boy. Sorta. The Seraph are digging at the Ridgewatch camp. This used to be a really difficult event to get done. The power creep has certainly affected this one. And at least at launch, it was really difficult to get that hero point up there, except when the event was going on, or after the event was done. At least that's the way I remember it, but then you cannot trust the memories of the old folk.
Tremble, humans. You will soon meet the Makers.
Hey, it's the Modnir Olgoth. We saw him earlier today when I did my Keyfarm. He's the guy who puts together the big hands, the big clapping hands in the human area tutorial. Someone's got to get stabbed. My assumption is there's already a knife being held to people to get them to watch in the first place. So stabbing is certainly not out of the question. I mentioned earlier spending the full 60 Black Lion statuettes for this guy. Not the bee. The round-tailed little dragon dude, because he's so fucking comical. Such a incredibly funny piece of animation they did with him.
Leave none alive. Destroy them.
Modnir Olgoth talking some crap. Captain Fawcett and Chunk. I don't know who Captain Fawcett is, and Chunk, his pet, but they're not anymore. They were a ghost, I think. I'm sure there's some lore about him. I just have no idea what it might be.
Pitiful humans. You think you can defeat me?
Yeah. About every 4 hours we defeat you. Some people just don't get the hint. I can't remember exactly where he shows up. Oh, in Jadebot, I think. The animation on him is just fucking first rate. It's just hilarious.
Your foolish conquest.
So I was happy to drop the full 60 Black Lion statuettes for him as a skin for my Jadebot. It's just a masterpiece of animation. It's just great. He's goofy and funny and ugly. Dude, fugly. You usually like to save your statuettes for resource nodes, but you had to drop some for him. Yeah, that's exactly my opinion. The resource nodes, I do a real quick calculation on like how many years do I have to harvest it for every day to make a certain amount of gold. And generally, for me, I find those numbers to be not worth it. In that I don't actually log in every day and harvest. And if you're not doing that, it's definitely not worth it.
I promise a painful end.
The last one I know I spent points on, what the hell was it? There was one I spent not too long ago, and I can't remember what it was. The brain, guys, it just doesn't work as well as it used to. Yeah, I can't remember. The bee! It's so fluffy! Sorry.
I'm going to enjoy this.
My brains used to work good. They actually did. But not for a long time.
Come to fight me, Two Legs? Slink back to your home.
Yeah, we Asura don't like being called Two Legs. In acknowledgement of our anatomy, we prefer being called Three Legs. Thank you. We also accept tripod.
You cannot stop me. You are not strong enough.
I actually caught a glimpse of this fine-looking fellow in Malcolmist's drawing that she's been doing. Thank you. Well, I mean, you do want your Richard to be solid. For sure.
Nobody will ever stop me.
I like to think my humor is sophisticated, subtle. I also like to think I'm a 28-year-old supermodel. Male. Negotiable.
I'm going to enjoy this. To me, my bird! I will break all of your bones.
He's going to break... okay, when he says he's going to break all of our bones, is he saying he's going to break the bones of all of us, or that he's going to break all of the bones of all of us? Because, for instance, the incus, malleus, and stapes, the three bones in the human ear, that's going to be tough to break. He's going to have to grind us down into meal to get those. So I'm just saying, if he intends on breaking all, I believe it's 206, something like that, bones in the human body, 212, he's got his work cut out for him.
Root this, spirits, and this area is ours.
That was a very fast phase where the gate was closed. 207? I can never remember.
You'll die drowning in your own blood.
Ah, Richard joke. Got it. Yep. Well, 207 and a half.
We've taken the boat in a foothold in the height. Excellent work, everyone. Fortify our position and keep an eye out for the Mountaineer waters.
You die. I'll bury you beneath the weight of my fury.
Don't be afraid. Stand strong.
The land itself obeys my will.
Let's see. Okay, we want to make sure we get a tag in on each of the big critters.
I am 6 feet tall.
Rushing light, be restored.
Have I gotten one on him? I don't think I have. I'm not sure I got a whack in on that one. Did on that one.
Contract accepted.
This is fine.
You will pay. Answer this, hummingbirds. How does one fight the wind?
How does one fight the wind? Well, I normally do it by telling it blows. And possibly sucks. That's the second time tonight I've defeated him in his big hands.
I'll deal with you myself. I'll crush your fragile bones with a flick of my mind.
He's constantly talking about our bones. I think he kind of likes me. Quit running around the rock, jerk. How about I drop that, and then procession of blades, and I do a little hop, and a spin, and there we go. That's sort of the implication, yeah, is that by some definition of bone zone, that's his intention.
You must like pain.
This is most remarkable.
I got matching aureate verges of air. Dual wielding a scepter. I'm just going to let that one sit there uncommented upon. Thank you.
This is most remarkable.
Discretion. It's not something I do well or often. But in this case, I'm going to give it a spin.
Now this is a find.
Wise course of action. Throw that away. I can't possibly begin to guess how many of those I have thrown away. The bloodstone dust over the years. All of them. Next one up is good old Shadow Behemoth. I remember seeing the Shadow Behemoth for the first time in the beta and being appropriately gobsmacked. I can see my house from here. Actually, I want to sell crap. Get over to the heart vendor. Sell the junk. Ship those off to the Black Lion Trading Company. Get them out of the inventory. Because I know other streamers like to show how tidy their inventories are. I'm going to do the reverse. It doesn't look good right there. It's so much worse. But I have an empty bag at the bottom. So that's pretty good, right? These boxes belong to the event we're doing. Yeah. I have bits and pieces in there of Maudry that I never finished.
Quite a reward.
No, there are streamers who like to clean out their inventory. There are some streamers who actually will do that as like a reward for, if I get 10 follows tonight, I'm going to clean out my inventory. I don't have that much time. And I don't mean tonight, I mean possibly in my life to clean out that fucking inventory. Let's see. Okay, there's the spear that I got from the Janthier Wilds Wizard's Vault that had the quest you could do. That is the back piece for the legendary back piece, I think, from Janthier. The Infernal Warhorn skin. Just the skin. Why it's sitting in my inventory? Couldn't tell you. Abomination weapon box. I have 3 in my bank, and yet I have 1 sitting here in my inventory. Couldn't tell you why. 6 Luxon Hunter's weapons caches. Vit, Condi, concentration, and expertise. Reasonable looking. 6 of them. Were those from Gyala? Are those from Gyala Delve? The Agent's Pack used to be my back item because it's soul-bound. Takayun's weapon stash. That was a random drop I got. No, it wasn't. This was, I think, an achieve. Gives you your choice between a sword, a dagger, and a reverse sword, I think. Or a reverse dagger. So instead of the stabby dagger, a pokey dagger. All kinds of boosters just sitting there, minding their business, own business. Not doing nothing to nobody. Lumber cores sitting in here for absolutely no reason. Codex of Dragon Weapons. I believe that is where we get... that's the precursor selection, and then that's the recipes for building on the precursor. So those are for End of Dragons and have been sitting in there ever since. Oh, Daddy's here. Feel my wrath. It's really wrathy.
I wield great
Respond to your needs.
Lend me your mercy and grace.
That's the air thickens.
Okay. Somebody's dead. I'll try to revive him. I think they're alive again. Feel the burn. I hope I don't have a burn. Because a burning sensation would not be good. Because I'm allergic to penicillin. I do wish the camera wouldn't relocate.
Use the flame. Knowledge is power.
You are
You have to wield them in a reverse hand? No, you can wield them in your regular hand, you just have to reverse your hand.
Help increasing!
Guide us!
Hold them together!
Hand over here.
Until next time!
Your kindness cut them all.
Tend to these wounds!
Oh, we have somebody downed. He's feeling much better now. Come on. You know you want to play some more.
Alight! Endure! Vitality restored! You will obey. Strength of the pack! A clever combination!
I'm neither here nor
It's like I look up at my arc DPS and I'm shocked and go, wait, 500 DPS? Oh, that's right. Scaling.
Saw this coming.
hurts, doesn't it?
We heal one.
Poor Shadow Behemoth. He's trying his best out here, but, you know, he has been power crept. And this is the updated version of him.
Let me your clarity and grace.
The air thickens.
Mine.
Ow.
Fascinating. Your soul is mine.
And down goes Frazier. That's a really old guy sports reference.
Quite a reward.
Construction protocol.
Bloodstone dust. And our next bonus box of goods is more of the same. Is that another 50? Another 50. I've completed 10 events. So, well, the salvaging would be easy enough. I can do that in 2 minutes. The next one is the Golem. I have no children. In that I have no children, it is unlikely I have any grandchildren. I would say biologically, seems pretty unlikely. And that's generally a requirement, I would think. Was I going again? Way down here. Is that Mount Maelstrom? It is, isn't it? I think it is. Here? Here? There, I think. Old sledge. Give me a sec. I want to wash this out and grab some water.
I know your face from my dream.
My word is my honor.
Seek, and you shall find.
And I am back. People need a good laugh most of the time. These days in particular. Alright, this is, I would say, the one boss that is most likely to kill most of the people in the group.
I shall rock and soil. Another.
Where are we at? Cheese. Bonus events. Boss rush. 5. Where you sky scale each because you're quite under leveled. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah, here one tick of any of the ground effects and you're evaporated. Defeat world bosses. Oh. Okay, you get one every time. Didn't realize. Defeat world bosses infinite. Both? Wait, what? That's that. World boss rush. Bonus event. Why are there 2? Defeat world bosses around Tyria. Repeated 3 times. 0 of 1. Repeated 2 times. Huh? That gives 3 boxes. This gives 1 box. Is this like a daily? Evil these days, and you like to joke, well, it's been evil for a long time. It's just now more openly evil. The only reason I use it is because I have a couple friends. That's the only way I can keep in touch with them. So I check it most days, and then that's about it. So we've done 5. But it says I've only done this 3 times. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between these two. In that this one rewards 3 boxes. Maybe it's from previous boss rushes? That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, lightning bad, easy. You're level 43 already? Juke? Did you just create this guy? Like an hour ago, right? Because that's some fast leveling. Oh, you lose your level 40 boost so you could at least hold your own on most of the bosses. Got it. Yeah, I have a number of those level, what, 30 through 60? Was 60 the highest level one they ever put in the boxes, the annual boxes? I think so. Guild Wars 3 going to be free? I don't think so. I think it'll be a purchase, but it will not have a subscription. I know it's coming to console, so I don't know what they're going to do with the console pricing as to whether that might be part of one of the Game Passes or not. But my assumption is it'll have a sales price. Guild Wars 2 will, or Guild Wars 3, sorry, but no sub. They said no sub, no battle pass. So my assumption, yeah, there will be a purchase price. But we really still don't know much about it. Earlier this week, they shared the musical theme for Guild Wars 3 and did a video on the team and the composer responsible, which was pretty cool. But about the game proper, we still don't basically know shit. Need to see gameplay so bad? Yeah. I would I have one question I would love to answer the devs. Colin specifically talked about that when they designed Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2 in each case, and now they're doing it in Guild Wars 3, is they wanted to take care of some of the pain points that players experienced. So in 1, and then they continued into like no subs, right? And to get rid of the FOMO, the constant leveling FOMO you get in games like WoW, which, by the way, I still play and enjoy. I still get the pleasure of getting an item improvement. That's not something you really get in this game, at least not stat-wise. But that was one of the pain points they wanted to remove, was the constant fear of missing out, and the difficulty of coming back to the game and having to reobtain all of the new gear that's come out since the last time you played. My question is, what are the pain points from Guild Wars 2 that they're trying to fix in Guild Wars 3? In other words, where do they see the problems in this game that they wanted to take care of? For instance, blobbing and the overblown visual effects would be two obvious candidates that I think need to get fixed. That group blobbing is a mechanic that feels bad. It functions all right, but it just feels and looks bad. And then the visual spam that makes, for me anyway, makes certain gameplay parts unplayable because I can't see a goddamn thing. And it's really hitting me in raids. I'm finding myself increasingly frustrated, not by the people I'm raiding with, but by the number of times I'm dying simply because I can't see shit. Got too many games you need to stick to Warcraft? That's completely understandable. It is still printing money. And the reason it does so is good gameplay. Surprised at GTA price. You really expected it to be 100. I think they're counting on offering the higher price points for those who want it will be more than sufficient. And that those who just want to buy the lowest package are still going to be turning it into a multi-billion-dollar game. So I think it's a case of being pound-wise and penny-foolish. They could squeeze more money out, maybe, with higher prices right from the start, but I think they're correct in that this will encourage a lot more players to actually just buy it right at launch, rather than waiting. Also, they have seen a good amount of pushback, generally speaking, in the industry to $70 base prices for things. So being the first one to escalate from 70 to 99, I can certainly see them going, yeah, we don't want to deal with that negativity. Let's just hit them with a 70. Pardon the yawn. I do wonder when we're going to start getting more substantial information on Guild Wars 3. I can understand they want to keep it relatively quiet for now. Out of, you don't want people's first reactions to seeing, say, gameplay or something to be negative. And so I think they want to give it a little bit more time to cook.
System link experiencing critical failure. Aborting evacuation. Stan, pilot tampering suspected. Testing Mark II for backup.
Here comes the big robot.
Prepare for drop placement.
I love the animation for this bad guy. From the first time you see him in the tutorial for the Asura. Saw the UE5 thing. Yeah, the trailer did have the UE5 look.
Short. I'll stay strong.
History is mine.
I'm standing in poop. I can't see it, but I know it's there because I was dying. Oh, that's really not good. Did I make it out? Nope, not quite. Almost. Hold on, Lens. You can make it.
Recognition.
Also doesn't go to typical Fortnite style tweeny bop aesthetic. I agree completely. I very much like the painterly style that we have in Guild Wars 2 in particular, but also just in Guild Wars. Also, I don't want to say concerned, I am cognizant, aware of some of the things they've said that are not worrisome, but I would question.
This is the only proper course.
I think it's undeniable that the open world gameplay in Guild Wars 2 is easily the best in the field, and that the meta events are generally a blast, and again, are the best in the field, and they're doing away with the meta events, at least the big, large-scale ones, and it sounds like the maps are going to be much less populated. And I think they're making a dreadful mistake if, in fact, they're taking maybe the biggest strength of Guild Wars 2 and ignoring it. That I am concerned about. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, a lot of games have relatively small map populations. Star Trek Online and Neverwinter, which are both from Cryptic, have population caps of like 25 to 35 on any given instance of a map. And the maps in Guild Wars are 2 or 3 times the size, generally speaking. But if you're getting down into like 12 or something, that is it's going to feel like an empty world rather than a live world. A lot of comparisons to Destiny. One of the things I found interesting, what's the next? Svanir Shaman. That I found interesting, in particular, it made sense. They were talking about, or in reference to, I should say, Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Over here. Yeah, there we are. They were talking in reference to the emphasis that was put on momentum in Colin's presentation at the announcement. Supposed to be a seamless open world experience before it launched, at least how it was presented. Yeah, again, implementation details are going to matter an awful lot. He mentioned momentum specifically, which struck me as an odd word choice. Because momentum is, I mean, movement certainly is a big part of Guild Wars 2. Character movement, mount movement. And that's too loud. Way too loud. And then the noting that they were looking at smaller groups somewhere between Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2 in size. Active maps that were fewer people. You're not going to see those huge scale events. And what occurred to me is, particularly given the use of momentum, is it wasn't Destiny, it was Warframe, is what came to mind for me. If you look at the video of the guy running up, doing the wall running, with the glow, the same blue glow that was underneath the mount he was riding on previously. It's as if the mobility transfers from the mount to him to allow him to do the wall running. But that's what it looked like to me. The speed of movement and stuff was consistent with Warframe. And so I'm thinking the combat, because they've described it as more like an action style of gameplay, if it might not be much closer to Warframe, say, than Guild Wars 2. Now, I played a lot of Warframe. I enjoyed the core gameplay loop.
Infuriating.
So I don't consider that to be a deal breaker, but it is a cause of awareness for me. So I think because Destiny was nowhere near had nowhere near the kind of movement focus that Warframe has had, I think Warframe may be the better analogy. That the gameplay will be more like Warframe than Destiny. I also think that we're looking at I think they're signets, isn't that what they are? That there will be signets, and it may be classless or it may be class-based, where you'll have a large batch of signets to choose from, and then also some non-class related signets. But it could be entirely classless. Okay, yeah, map and event structure more like Destiny, that makes sense. So, I mean, I have no problem with them if they're going to go back to the well that was originally sort of their focus for Guild Wars, the first one, which was building your deck, similar to Magic the Gathering, where you have this large number of skills cards or signets, and you equip the ones you want to play the way you want to play. And so having class-based signets and then non-class-based signets, or completely classless. Although I think I would prefer a class choice to classless.
Go, Otter, go.
I mean, Star Wars Galaxy, as an example, was classless, but it had professions, and you could mix and match your professions, but it didn't make sense to mix and match a whole bunch of them, because you had a limited number of skill points that you could assign, and you could mix and match within that total number of points. In ESO, theoretically, yeah, but I think the implementation on ESO more or less made it very difficult for you to play out of your spec. You know, if you were a mage, you could build for vitality. or stamina, I guess it was, or mana, I think, right? If you're going to be a caster, you could either be a stamina or vitality caster or a mana caster. But there were a lot of items that basically, if you wanted to optimize at all your character, you kind of had to, for instance, go with the lighter armor types to work with either of those sort of mage archetypes. Hope it doesn't have a BDO combat system. Oh, combo-based? Yeah, I really would not like a combo-based system at all. Well, not a combo-based system. A combo supporting system where certain classes or specs or signets work in combination with each other would be a different matter. But to have combinations and skill chains required to optimize, I just find that a really boring style of gameplay. Skill chains in particular. Now, granted, rotations in Guild Wars 2 have a lot of that same element. A lot of times they do just turn into a skill chain. At least to be absolutely optimal about it. I mean, historically, things like Weaver having 40 plus skill chains to optimize. I have no idea if that's still the case, but I know that used to be the case. Imagine something like Mass Effect where one skill primes and another skill detonates. Yeah, a builder spender, even if it's just a 1 and 1, something like that would be fine. But, I mean, the fact that they're calling it, action combat, I do find a little bit worrisome. That maybe they are going to try too hard to pander to the console player base. And I've already seen in too many cases where games... that is ridiculously loud, really. Where games, especially in the user interface, are defined by being console-centric or even mobile-centric. My second place finisher for Game of the Year for last year is Dune Awakening, but the user interface is a controller-based clusterfuck. It didn't have search by name for like 6 months. Mind you, they haven't even released on console yet. That's coming in September, I think. So it'll finally release on console in September, but it's had a console-centric / controller-centric UI since it launched. I certainly hope that if they are indeed following console design themes and methods, that at least the user interface on the PC side will be a mouse and keyboard centric user interface, because I am tired of playing PC games where I have to navigate a piece of crap UI because it's also on console or even mobile. And I'll note, for instance, Torchlight Infinite you can play it on PC or mobile, and its PC user interface is better than most of the console PC user interfaces I've seen by a large margin. I'm just sick and tired of having to fight through console UIs on my PC. This has been my TED Talk. I have a lot of TED Talks. UI changes depending on your gamepad or keyboard mouse. Yeah, I have. There's no reason that they should design the console implementation to use keyboard and mouse type controls.
I'm nigh invincible.
But similarly, if you're going to build for console and PC, you shouldn't make the PC players have to fight their way through a console UI. And right now, they do.
Now we'll show you.
So spend a few bucks, although in this case they won't have to. They've got user interface PC people. But if your game is coming out for PC and console, spend a few bucks, hire a contractor to do a PC UI implementation for you.
Accelerate!
Stop just trying to port your crappy console UI over to PC. Thank you.
Stand back on time. Remember us must finish this. Then focus on the common ritual. What? How did you get to me so fast? Fine. I can finish this quickly with a little effort.
Okay. The champion's Fanair Shaman Chief has got about 3 million hit points. At least that's what it feels like.
Such synergy!
Also, I have to say the Fanair Shaman Chief sounds like he's negotiating a particularly recalcitrant bowel movement. Pistol Thief. I do love me some Pistol Thief. I'm assuming you meant Pistol and it wasn't another dick joke. Oh,
Just a bit of your soul. You won't miss it.
I will embrace the world beyond. We'll bring justice.
whoop, that hurt. I'll back off a little. Swap back to the bow. Why not both? Is the right answer actually? Yeah. Procession of Blades. It's important that you shout Procession of Blades every time you cast it. And he's down.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
I don't understand why the Norn worship the spirits of the wild, unless the spirits are alcoholic spirits, you know, maybe a little brandy. Because frankly, it seems like they do like their drinking an awful lot. Let's celebrate this victory with some fine ale. They're just, it's not healthy. And I say that as a guy who drank a lot of vodka the other night, so I'm going to shut up now.
Now this is a find.
Is it a find, though? Is it really? And the bonus box of goods I'm really due for a Czech infusion right here. That's a Czech confusion, not the same thing. Claw of Jormag. Oh, sure. Sure, why not? Here, right? I think. But I think we can all agree, more information, please. ArenaNet, please. Twitchy Juke will abstain from facing the claw. I can understand that. Come on, you must have the books. Just feed him some books. Be level 80 in no time.
The vigil will cure this world.
That's pretty flashy.
Everyone fights.
Gotta say, that one's pretty flashy. I don't know if that's armor or an infusion. I think it's got to be both.
The vigil will cure what ails this Jormag all is possible, for through him all power flows.
Yeah, about that. Your Jormag?
He calls, I answer.
Jormag kinda had a little tete-a-tete with their sibling, and they kissed. They didn't kiss and make up, they kissed and blew up, which is similar. Sell that, because we can.
Some must fight so that all may be free.
Sell that, and sell that.
Some must
Got to try and keep the inventory, I was going to say clean, but on this character, that's insultingly not what's actually happening here. That is a big toxic green snowball. Or maybe now it's a peanut butter ball? Now it's a raspberry truffle? And now jukebox is level, sorry, not jukebox, my bad. Twitchy Juke is level 80, 686. Oh, he's got me beaten. I have 667 mastery points. I'm the neighbor of the beast. I live across the street from the beast, so 667. Can't miss me. Pardon the yawn. Oh, look! I guess it's time for me to, take a leak. 2 leaks, actually. I'm 12. Not Mr. Beast. No, no. I would rather actually be neighbors with Satan than Mr. Beast. If you mean the fast food thing that he brought out for kids that were filled with fungus and yeah, well that's why I said I would rather be neighbors with Satan than Mr. Beast. Given the number of current criminal investigations into his business practices, I expect he's headed for prison.
Jormag's blessings will return.
Won't that be a shame? Okay. Once again, it's the poisonous ball. Madigan. I know you. How you doing? For those of you who don't know Madigan... What? Are you serious? It's Madigan. Come on. Thank you for the follow. I have a spiel, and even though we're already acquainted, propriety requires. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently, complete and total unfunction. Most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. How was the stream, Maddie? Awesome as usual, I assume. I watched some earlier. If I can't recognize the song, is it even music? Probably shouldn't say that with Maddie in the channel. I'm just rushing some bosses. I did a Keyfarm earlier. Another quiet evening. Except for the sound of my incessant yapping. Food, let's see. Truffle steak, sure.
Vitality restored. This is fine.
Victory is mine. Oh, sure, there were other people, but they didn't do anything. Do tell, Maddie. I mean, I could try and guess, but there are so many possibilities. He has raided 429 people. Does this mean I'm going to have to behave?
You honor me.
Because that's just not going to happen. Yeah. Maddie got me for sure. Hi, guys. I'm Lens. Thank you, Maddie, very much. I'm at a bit of a loss. He's savoring this right now, I can just tell. Every time I've ever given him any crap, right now he's collecting with interest.
Any second now. I just know it.
For those of you who don't know me, which would be probably 424 of you, I'm Lens.
Keep the dragon in your sights.
I like to think of Maddie as my little brother. New to this whole gaming thing. I've been playing computer games since 1979 or 80. Bought my first computer to play computer games on. Helped me get my degree, but I bought it to play games on. I've been playing Guild Wars 2 since the beta and the head start. I have over 5,000 hours in Guild Wars 2, and I'm about to die. And over 1,000 hours streamed in Guild Wars 2, and I am about to die. I plopped. Red Spectre has followed. I will give you my spiel, although I don't think I'm going to be able to keep that up should the numbers persist. And a follow for Archsmith. I'm recognizing some of these names. Maddie knows the best people and me. You know, everybody's got to have that sort of the relative who, when he shows up at the family get-togethers, everyone goes, "Oh, he's gonna get drunk and start talking about politics and make things generally uncomfortable for everyone else." But he's related. What can we do? So maybe like that. I'm a variety streamer, generally speaking, although, like I said, about a third of my time on stream has been in Guild Wars 2. MMOs, ARPGs, some single-player games. Yeah, the We Don't Talk About lens. Hey, I managed to mostly not die. Why am I still taking damage? That wasn't fair. I'll be fine, I'll walk it off. And probably should start immediately bleeding life again. No, I'm okay, I'm fine. We watch the ledges. Come on, seriously? Oh, here we go again. Trying to try and get out of dodge. It was a good effort. An effort was made. Ever since they revamped this fight, I don't understand it at all. Most of the revamps they did on the world bosses I got no issues with, but this one I just don't get. But then, to quote David Lopan, played by James Hong, in Big Trouble in Little China, you were not put on this earth to get it, Mr. Burton. So yeah, I was not put on this earth to get it.
6 feet tall.
Can I res this person? Or am I taking too much damage? They're dead. Hi, EBM. Using my own words against me is kind of dirty pool. I admire it. Can I survive? Can we finish him, please? Yay! Yes, EBM, I'm famous too. I hope everyone's weekends are off to a great start. Other than the sudden pressure to not say something genuinely awful with hundreds of people watching, mine's off to a decent start. No pressure, though. At all. I'll be fine. Gulp. I don't think I ever give EBM a hard time about her inventory. And the reason is this. That's why I don't give her a hard time about her inventory. Self-preservation.
This is most remarkable.
Matty actually seems to keep his inventory under reasonable control. I'm not sure how he does it. He's probably cheating. Where are we off to next? Funny. Let's find out. We started with the fire elemental. I guess we'll start and finish with the fire elemental.
I have answered.
Yep. Not there. There we are. Anyway, hi guys. Welcome. Again, thank you, Maddie, for the raid. You were too kind. And cruel at the same time. That's a nice double. As someone who likes to give a hard time to streamers, other streamers, I've mentioned it before, as someone who dishes it out if I can't take it. Well played. That's all. Just well played, Maddie. And now we wait around for a bit. I ran a key farm earlier. The key farm was okay. Got a nice die out, one I already had, but it goes into the guild bank for one of my guildies to pick up. And then I just, it was either leveling up one of my last couple of characters who aren't at the cap, or doing the boss rush, and I figured I'd just do some boss rushing. And the conversation has kept me interested up till now. Hopefully it can continue. But with such exalted people here in chat, the pressure it's just a mess. I'm turning into a big puddle of goo. Actually, I kind of was a goo in the first place. It sort of seemed like it was in three parts to me, where it has sort of the low-key little bit for the starter, and again sort of at the end, and then the middle where it was more computer game, video game music. That part I liked a lot. The rest, because my musical background is pressing play on CDs, it was less involving for me. I could appreciate the musicality of it, but it's not something that grabs me right away the way the middle part did. How am I tonight? I am okay. I'm just doing some boss rushing. Did a Keyfarm earlier. Then got raided by Maddie and 400 people. Totally not nervous at all. I think the most people I've ever had in chat previously was like 40, something like that. Don't forget the little people along the way. What, you mean the normals? The normals? The plebs? The poors? Of course not. To quote Mel Brooks in History of the World, these are my people. I love them. Pull. I have been raided again. Thank you, Brimstar, for the raid. Sadly, yeah, I can quote, it's good to be the king, exactly. Sadly, despite my best efforts, I get the announces from Streamlabs for everything but raids. I can't get the raids one to work. Thank you for the raid. Good evening, raiders. Welcome. I'm Lenz. I'm an old man. I play computer games. I'm retired. So all I do is play computer games. Living the dream. Had to switch back. I don't want to learn a new one. I've done my time as an IT engineer. I don't like fixing computers and software anymore. I want them to just leave me alone and work. So my setup is actually pretty minimal. Do things until they work. Oh, it works. That's fine. My Stream Deck has 5 buttons. It used to have like 10. And then I had a computer die, and I've just never gone back and recreated half of the buttons. Still with the headache, EBM? Sorry to hear that. Tell it to cut it out. That always works for me. Not really. Exactly. She needs to feel better. I'm now speaking to EBM's brain. Angle brain meow. Please leave your owner alone. Do your job. Relax. Stop giving her pain in the head. Thank you. I'm sure it will listen to me. Positive. Pretty sure. Maybe. Probably not. Thinking of the flu, congestion, dizzy. Yeah, that doesn't sound like just the migraine. You haven't been eating lettuce, have you? Just checking. Well, it's okay if she's achy, as long as she's not breaky, because that can be heart problems. Indeed, Guild Wars 2. And I can't believe I made a Billy Ray Cyrus reference in my stream. I need to take a shower, I think. Blame Caesar. He was in the same room. That's probably it. Legos. She has a Lego allergy. Now, if it's also caused by breakfast foods, then it might be a Lego My Egos allergy. That was a bit of a stretch. I had to give it a shot. My normal response, Maddie, is to just tell people to go to their room. It doesn't work. Complete nearby events. Robot escort running? It is. I will help escort the bot. That's an interesting point. Maybe I do need a jail where Lens puts people in jail.
Six feet tall.
I don't actually feel 6 feet tall. Now, you see, the thing about Lens jail is that even when EBM puts me in, which is generally speaking well-deserved, you can't really see the effect, which I will share with you now. I used to refer to this as my meeting face, because if I was invited to a meeting that there was no reason for me to be in, I would put on this face until someone in the meeting would tell me I could go, and this is the face I would make. Steel yourselves. This is my meeting face.
Infuriating.
And that was the picture EBM used to create the Lens jail. This is the best day. Do you like it? I worked on that. The funny thing is, I can't cross the right eye by itself. I can only cross the left eye by itself. This could have been an email. That would be exactly the appropriate response. Yeah, it's like that. Or it'll be a to all message that goes out to like a dozen people, despite the fact it's actually between 2. And then 6 of the people who are involved will say, do I need to be on this mailing list? And that will go out to everyone too. That was a follow from Kalan Nightwing, I believe. To those of you who are following, welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follows. On 2 separate occasions when I have been doing my my little spiel, I have gone, welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, MILF function. I don't know what MILF function is, but it doesn't generally occur in my streams. Sorry to raid and run. No problem. Thank you very much for the raids, everyone. Your favorite kind of function. Yep. That makes sense. Twice it has happened. It has happened since the second time. I'm very careful when saying it so that I don't misspeak a third time. Come on, can we have the flame elemental, please? Well, I've also had people point out that dysfunction, the third of the three functions, is often preceded by another word. And at my age, maybe I shouldn't use that word dysfunction. Don't worry. That's functioning just fine. So far. If I could come up with more appropriate function words, I would. Sometimes the unfunction definitely applies, though. It's one of the reasons I don't stream our raids. Too much unfunction. Which usually ends with me falling on my keys. Come on, where's the robot? Can we get the robot? Never get derailed. Well, Thursday nights are particularly alternately functional, let's say. I'm normally just an observer for the Thursday night raids.
Now we need to clean up the main cell. Everyone else, keep those inquest agents away from my column.
We will keep the inquest agents away from the golem. We really need a golem that starts describing things as my precious. And as for last night's raid, EBM, I'm surprised you survived. Given the number of times you were gasping for air, laughing so hard. That's the rumor. Technically, it may not have felt like a raid. It may have felt like a traveling improv comedy group. But I think you got a couple of Cold Wars done. I did notice these, well, let's be specific. The male chicken references, there were many of. Also, the Guild Wars 2 recipe for male chicken in wine was commented upon. Generally, the Thursday nights are a madhouse. It is delicious. If anyone's ever had coq au vin. But there have been a number of streamers I have seen struggle with saying the name of that particular food object. Well, cooking wine is generally, if it's labeled as cooking wine, it's generally awful. Your cooking wine should just be good wine. I'm not even a wine drinker. I mean, unless you count a nice Sauterne or a port, I do like a nice port. And not just any port in a storm. But Are we done cleaning up yet? We need a fire elemental. Anytime now. That'd be okay. Anytime now. I think we're at what? 7 for the boss rush? 8. I'll go for 2 more. We'll finish this one and 1 more, and then I will pass you people off to some other streamer and either make or break their day. So that's probably another half an hour or so. For those of you who will be kind enough to hang around. Thank you. For those of you with taste who choose not to, understandable. I have not gotten any of the good high-end goodies out of my boxes so far. So, no Chak infusions, no Queen Bee infusions, no Heart of the Khan-Ur. Bad taste is a taste. Absolutely.
Ocean trench.
One of the characters said an ocean trench. Sounded like Nolan North. All right, the event is successful. We're about to get fire. Smoke shields are rising.
Excuse me. Oh no, keep it in. You can do it. That's an order.
Cannot maintain.
And fiery showtime. Look at those DPS numbers. Almost 600. Also, how is it I can set fire to an elemental made out of fire? It's just a question. A Merlot? Marilyn Merlot? Been on the shelf for ages, gonna have space. Enjoy it a drink if that makes sense. Does to me.
Concentration. Click through.
That was fire. I know, don't stand in the fire. I can be taught. If I can see the fire, I can get out of it. The power of positive thinking. And down goes the flame elemental. 1 more to go.
This is fine.
It's not actually a find, and what? Everything was defeated. And do we have somebody with the key? Or are we all going to stand around with our weapons in our hands? Looks like that may be the case.
Quite a reward.
It looks like we're all just going to sit here with our fingers in our noses. How about that? Okay, this time definitely. I'm feeling the Ember Infusion. It's going to be the Ember Infusion right here. Here it comes. There it isn't. A lot of silk. Power, toughness, healing. Medium armor. I just don't see that making any of my builds, so, Ecto, please.
Threshold achieved.
No Ecto. I was robbed. We do not have anyone with the key. The next, and will be final for me, Admiral Tida Covington. We've not beaten her up tonight. Blood Tide? Is that where she is? I can't remember. I think she's in Blood Tide Coast, right? I remembered. My brain am work. Hello there to you. Good evening. Welcome. Indeed, here we are waiting for the Admiral. David Robinson. That's an old guy sports reference. I have a lot of old guy references. That probably shouldn't surprise you. As an old guy, I probably would have a lot of them, wouldn't I? So I'm just going to murder some pirates for a while. I mean, I wouldn't do it if they weren't pirates, but, you know. We fight bandits, and all bandits are is dry pirates.
6 feet tall.
Procession of Blades. We have to, it's a rule, Dragon Hunters have to say it every time that they actually cast their Procession of Blades. That's totally a thing that has to happen. Honest, I'm not just making that up. Not pulling it out of my ass or anything, I promise. Really. Okay, maybe. You know, I wouldn't have to be murdering the pirates if they had chosen to lead a law-abiding life. But sadly, they're all bad. It has been a long time since I fought Tida Covington. Well, I'm doing a nice big 0 damage. So maybe the gate is not damageable?
Mantled in death.
I'm nigh invincible.
Now, we also have a jukebox over here who I'm grouped up with. Sorry, not jukebox, specifically. His character. Twitchy Juke. Now that is a reference. Pick up powder keg. What are we trying to... Is this where we blow up the door over here? Yeah, I think so. I mean, Twitchy Juke is pretty good. I'm actually kind of envious that I didn't come up with that name myself. So I need to ensure that my next keeper character is an homage to Uptown Johnny Man Plus. Oh. Get more powder. More powder.
6 feet tall.
Maybe we'll think twice next time.
Oh, more powder in here. I can glide. I can carry powder kegs and glide at the same time. Has science gone too far? Oh, alright. I'm carrying one already? Oh, what? Huh? What? The old man is easily confused. I suggest you kids stay young. You know. I just think that's the wise course of action for you to take.
6 feet tall.
Sharper still.
That is Payas ink, if I'm reading that correctly, which is probably not the case. Thank you very, very much. You'll get the spiel now, too. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, I managed to not screw it up, and often complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Thank you for all the follows, guys.
Infuriating.
Is this gate not blown up yet? I tell you, she can sure build a hell of a gate. I don't remember the fight. It's been a long time. Was this one of the fights that got updated when they did the World Boss Pass? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. That gate, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Old guy commercial reference. Alright, we'll grab keg from here.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Oh, mine will be the one that blows it open. I'm sure that was mine. Alright, here comes the bad girl.
Have you? Well, if you call it the Queen, you had better not miss after you meet Gren. Be sure to tell him the Hydra Queen sent you.
The Hydra Queen? I don't remember her being referred to as such. Oh, she's actually taking damage. Okay. How about we drop that on her, and then that on her, and that on her. And then we hop up in the air, and we spin around and do the damagey things. And she's invulnerable again.
Invigorating.
And now, I did remember correctly that we actually basically chase her through the whole damn ship. Look at those incredible 3 minutes per frame.
Contract complete.
Slice them apart.
All right, follow the Zerg.
I recommend I give up. A new pattern revealed.
Rocket punch.
History is mine.
I'm not invincible.
And the crowd goes wild. Okay, mild. Victory is ours. There was much rejoicing. Please feel free, rejoice amongst yourselves.
Power flow at 30%.
But, you know, judiciously, you don't want you to hurt yourself. Yay, glob! Who doesn't like a glob? All right, we got 2 more shots at what is definitely going to be a big money infusion.
Now, this is fun.
Or not. But what's important is that an effort was made. We finished that out? I think we did. It's 30? 30 bosses? I thought it was 10. Uh-huh. Well, that's 4 bosses an hour. 7.5 hours. That's so many bosses. I couldn't agree. 30 is a lot. I got 10. I'm pleased with 10. What I can do is call it an evening and send you off to another person who is playing Guild Wars 2. As the old man needs to take a break, get up and stretch, and, do old man things. I think I can drop a nice big raid on Emerald. Emerald JPEG. She's a sweetie. So I will do that. Let me get that started. And I would like to thank all of you for hanging out as long as you did. I really do appreciate it. It does matter. I will be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. The voice is now going away. With more, probably Guild Wars 2. Again, thank you all for hanging out. It really does matter. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm going to start the raid. She appears to be World v. Worlding, as best I can tell. Again, thank you for hanging out. I hope the rest of your Friday night or possibly Saturday morning goes great and that your weekend kicks ass. As always around here, I do require you to have a full report on my desk first thing Monday morning about the ass kicking that went on in your weekend. I'm going to start the raid. Make sure it's going to go off, and it appears that it is. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it very much. Take care, and ciao for now.